Scavenger contract located.
Those guys are both down. But we're gonna get held now.
Guys ahead. Sniper across the way.
That's a
Download
kill.
for coordinates.
YouTube, g'day mate, how are you? Got much on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Sam. Thanks again for clicking on another video. Today we are going to focus on aim, ways in which you can improve your aim, some settings, some really basic sort of movement guides and other things that you can really use to help improve the way that you tackle all your gunfights and hopefully get more kills and more wins. We are going to focus on a quick check on settings on both controller and PC, and then talk through ways in which I believe you can improve with your aim in general. This is a part of that other series from last week where we did a slide cancel movement guide. So keep your eyes peeled on the channel. There's going to be some more of these instructional type videos coming out over the next few weeks. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button with bell notifications on, and hit the early thumbs up button for me as well. I'd really appreciate a like. All of those really make a big difference to the channel. Stick around, we'll get right into it. Thanks so much. Okay, quickly, we'll go through some settings on controller. A crucial setting to aim is your sensitivity. I ended up on a 0.6 sensitivity on both vertical and horizontal. You always want these the same. 6 gave me enough control at distance, but also enough ability to turn around on people in close quarters combat. So 6 is where I ended up. Another crucial setting is your multiplier for low zoom. I moved this down to 0.85, so then I was able to make minor adjustments at range, like I said, but then still turn on people quickly while I wasn't ADS'd. This is a crucial setting. I definitely recommend running this a bit lower than 1, definitely, and that'll give you a bit more control. High zoom affects your sniping. I run 0.9 as I found this gave me enough control as well. Aim response curve to dynamic is crucial as well. The difference between, I ran linear for a long time. Linear, the movement on the stick directly relates to the movement on the screen. Dynamic, there's a response curve, which means that the harder you push on it, it'll flick you around, not more control. The softer you push on it, it'll actually recognize that and give you minor adjustment. Also check your aim assist is set to standard. I know a lot of people say precision is broken. It's all hype. Standard is the best, gives you the best hitbox and slows you down at the right point on controller, which is great. Keyboard and mouse, 4.1, I run a 1500 DPI. 1500 DPI is quite high, and the higher, the better. You just want to run a slightly lower sense in game. Then also make sure that there's no Microsoft mouse acceleration settings set. There's videos all over the internet for this, so go and check that's not on. And then make sure all of these are set to 0. You don't want anything affecting your DPI and mouse settings. Okay, we're back in our trusty little test area in Verdansk in Plunder, far away from everybody. And the first thing I want to talk about is centering. Centering is basic, in its most basic form, where your white dot, your crosshair, is focused on the screen. A lot of people have a tendency to run around with their head in the ground, kind of in the plunder mode, in the focus of like, oh, there's something here, oh, I've got to check these things, and they run out of the building and they keep that same view. Because you can see the rest of your screen, you don't really think too much about it, but it's detrimental to your aim. And let me explain why. So if you are to approach a gunfire and you know there's someone in this house, there's someone in that window, you kind of know they're there, you're waiting for them to pop up. The movement from here to here is enough of a time difference for you to basically be killed before you even get to that point. So good centering means that you will always have your crosshairs focused on where you think someone might actually appear, where your enemy's going to pop around a corner. It could be on a ridge line, you could be a sniper, for example, and you know that this guy's behind the rock. If you're sniping, you don't want to have your crosshairs here. You move from here to here or ADS here, you're already dead. So good centering will be the thing that saves you and makes you a much better player. I have a tendency to do it. I review my gameplay often, and sometimes I'll have my crosshairs down here running around, not thinking too much about it. And that's the number one thing that gets me killed all the time. I'll give you an example of good centering when approaching a building like this. say you know there's a guy up in this window, you want to be always aiming at that point, getting ready to shoot that guy whenever you can. You'll often see that you'll have to look away if you're making a move like a jump shot, but for the most part, you really want to keep your focus on that point. This window, even when you push a house, you don't want to keep your crosshairs down, you want to keep them ready for where you think someone's going to appear. They're coming for the door. You know they're in this corner. You know they're here. Keep your centering where it needs to be, and it will change your gameplay dramatically. Okay, I briefly touched on it, but back to a sniping tip for you guys, and it goes back to centering again. Centering really is the key to most aim issues that you may be facing. If you can get used to centering your crosshair on your screen, it'll make your sniping game that much better, because you'll know where you're about to ADS. If you ADS here, then travel all the way to where you think that person will be, which is what probably 75% of you already do. That will slow you down. It'll make you a worse sniper, basically. So one of the crucial things you can do is center where you think that person will be. Again, focus on centering. ADS at that point, and you won't be missing. Okay, another thing that will really help you win a lot of gunfights is pre-firing. Pre-firing is the principle that you are going to start shooting even before that person leaves that corner. It's going to give you, although it may seem ridiculous and you're going to start shooting like fresh air and wasting ammo, a lot of times people will kill you because they're already pre-firing. They know you're running around this wall, they can hear your audio, and they're going to pre-fire where they think your head is. So for example, I'm an enemy, I'm running around this corner, you know that my head is going to be at that head height, so pre-firing a gap as they basically running here, running, you're already aiming at their spot. You already killed them, basically. An example of how this can be used for our friends that are more campy, for example, you'll hear the door get slammed open, you'll hear everything that you need to know, pre-fire where they're going to be, and you'll get a couple of shots on them before they even get a chance to react, and you'll win the gunfight. For example, guys running, dead. To conclude, we've gone over quite a lot in this video. We've gone over settings, we've covered centering, we've looked at how sniping affects your center, or centering affects your sniping, and also how to pre-fire. I also just wanted to note that a thing that would really improve your gameplay in general, and something I completely focus on all the time, is taking more headshots. If you can make this a focus once you master these other things we've covered in this video, then you'll be on your road to becoming a much better, I don't know what the term is, marksman, player. Your aim will improve, and in effect your gameplay will improve as well. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday on YouTube, so if there's anything I haven't covered in this video that you would like to know, please drop into the stream, come say hi, hit me up with any questions. I'll try and help you and give you live demo on the stream if I can, in gameplay. Thanks again, like I said, for checking out the video. My name's Shooter Domain, and I'll see you in the next one.